starting five. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And Richard. And for Boston, Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Kata in at the 5, roaming the paint. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Now here's White. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Brown outside. The rebound by Hield. Butler against White. Butler, no good. Pritchard passes to Bryant. Outside, White. Beyond the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Back to Curry. Front past the arc. Sinks the triple.
No, you knew that was coming. Curry with the answer.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
Outside Butler. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Curry's shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's White. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Back to Curry. Shoots the 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. Never an easy matchup. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Hield outside. Pass to Green. Curry deciding where to go with it. And another 3 for Golden State.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. We'll get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. Third spot, the Celtics. Number 5, the Warriors.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Brown. Over Richard. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Now Pritchard, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, to the inside, Richard uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Inside, here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
And what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
Golden State's gone 4 or 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Green, the pass to Butler. Pass to Hield. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 16. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Well, they're a great team, but you're going to lose a few, especially going up against a team you don't know that well.
And there's some of the development of Brown's game, not just attacking to the rim, passing that ball out for a triple.
And here is Hield. Nothing on the board. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Outside White. Back to Pritchard. Now here's Brown. He's tightly guarded. White setting the pick for Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Green. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Butler kicks to Curry. Launches it from deep. And Boston with the rebound. Kata's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Walsh. His last outing with 20 points. Brown outside. Pass to Walsh. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 5. Butler finds Curry. Back to Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
This is how Jimmy Butler likes to operate. He welcomes the challenge inside.
Now Brown. He's got 6. Outside White. Pass to Pritchard. Floats one. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
They kick out to Hield. Outside Butler. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Kata. Kata's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Brown. Last game with 30 points. Makes it off the glass. And now a 7-point Boston lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You gotta keep getting him touches.
Outside Curry. No good on the triple. It's the Celtics ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Sam House's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for White. Different look here for the Warriors. Milton with the ball. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Fades. Kuminga, no good.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Here's Pritchard, 11 points last game. They set the pick. Brown outside. Pass to Hauser. Latrey off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here's Melton. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. Hits it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Pritchard. He has 5. Left side, Brown. Shot clock at 6. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Celtics shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Al Horford is checked in for the Warriors.
You gotta respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
Here's Podziemski. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Horford, and it's blocked. Now Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Here's Kata. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. To the left side wing. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, Horford. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Hauser up top. He's guarded by Melton. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Butler, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Warriors trail by 12. Now here's Butler. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Here's Kuminga. And Boston with the rebound. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Simons. Al Horford with the rebound. The Warriors shooting 47% from the field to start things off. The kick outside to Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Butler's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. Boston's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Outside, Simons fires the three, drills the three-pointer.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Celtics. They lead by 12. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
They've got Sam Hauser and Bernie Simons out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the power forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Simons, the pass to Hauser. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors trail by 12. Podziemski with it. Pass to Butler. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And that jump shot of Butler is really smooth. He just rises up comfortably there and makes it look effortless.
Here's Minot, defended by Butler. Outside, Simon. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in.
Number 55. Baylor Shireman.
Celtics leading by 10. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said, JV always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you, Kevin.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Kuminga. A shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Shireman. Here's Minot. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in, and it's Brown in for Sam Hauser. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Here's Kuminga. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Kuminga's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that is the kind of tough bucket they love seeing from Kuminga, just using that athleticism.
Kuminga against Brown. Back to Simons. Oh, good with the triple. Warriors trail by 12. Pass to Horford. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And here is Butler. 7 points in the game. Now Podziemski with the drive and stolen by Simon. White looking around. Now Brown to the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Horford. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Jonathan Kuminga. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is, I promise you that.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Number 5, the Warriors.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Outside, Simons wants to get it to Brown and does. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
So it's Boston now. Pass to Walsh. Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Warriors trail by 11. Outside Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
Simons kicks to Boucher. Outside, Simons. Off target with his 3. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Curry dishes to Butler. Back to Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Now Butler. A 3 ball. No good that time. Simons against Curry. Simons the pass to White. 13 feet away. And that's good for 2. White's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Butler kicks to Curry. A 3. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And Simons has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
And that's a high percentage shot for Simons. He loves that corner 3.
Green with a screen on Simon. And Green slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Austin making a switch here. Kate is checked in. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Simons.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to White. 4 on the shot clock. Brown gets it done inside.
Oh, just in time. What a job by Brown to get it off before the buzzer.
Simons against Curry. From past the arc. Rebound by the Celtics. Kata's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to White. Here's Walsh. Still without a basket. Brown's shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Warriors trail by 17. Now Moody. Back to Curry. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Pass to Walsh. Here's Brown with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
And you know, when I watched that game back, I thought they actually did play well. The other team just played better.
Brown outside. Launches it. Second shot opportunity. And Kata gets it to go. Kata's got 7.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And that's why they're behind. A lack of effort, a lack of attention to detail.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Pritchard, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Kuminga. Hield outside. Pass to Curry from outside the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Kata. 9-point game his last outing. Now White, 5 to shoot. Here's Walsh. No good on the 3. Outside Curry. Puts up a 3. Wow! Curry, automatic from deep.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Now Pritchard. He's got 5. Brown right side. Pass to Walsh. Now Pritchard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kuminga kicks to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Hield against White. Outside Curry. Back to Hield from downtown. It's rebounded by Walsh.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Kuminga. .122 left to play in the first half. Green with a screen on White. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Way beyond the line there. Hield's range is limitless. Have to check him once he crosses half court.
Brown outside. Lets it go with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Boston leading by 9. Here's White. Gets the three-pointer to fall. White's got 13.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Curry. Back to Hield. Green with a screen on White. Here's Hield. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Brown outside. With 4 seconds on the clock, strong finish through the contact from Brown.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, it's just great coaching.
And so it's Boston, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Boston Celtics. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, you know, I'm a busy man, Ernie. You know, I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, man, when you can't defend the three, it's painful to watch.
We talked about staying connected to shooters. This is what happens when you don't. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And Richard. 6 on the shot clock. Curry kicks to Hield. From outside, off the mark.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
White, good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back over to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Brown, and again it's Boston converted.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
Outside Butler, here's Curry with the 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
That one goes in.
And this is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
Pritchard against Curry. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Pritchard finds White. Back to Pritchard. That one good for 2. Pritchard's got 7 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
3-pointer, Butler, the rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pritchard from outside. Out to White, lets it go from deep. That one, no good. Warriors trail by 15. Curry dishes to Butler for 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 35.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Bounce pass Pritchard. Now here's Brown. 24 points for him. He can't get that one to fall. Outside Curry. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Fires the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. Outside, White. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside, Butler. Back to Curry. Pass to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Richard. Here's the screen. And the wing jumper offline.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Curry passes to Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 6 points for Draymond Green.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
White against Hield. White, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Hield outside. Outside Butler from deep. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Here's Curry with the 3. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Walsh. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Curry.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Oh, Butler buries it from the corner.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Richard, he's covered by Brown. A 3. Curry can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 7. Brown outside. Pass to Cato. Now Pritchard. Up top, Brown. He's got 29 points. Over Richard. Brown, no good.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Now here's Butler. There's the 3. And Pritchard pulls it down.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Took him no time at all on that one. 23 points for Derek White.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Curry. Curry getting it done inside.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Round with it. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Buries the long-range jumper.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Heel, the pass to Green. Outside Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 47 points.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Pass to White. To the middle. It's stolen by Heel. Pulls up. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
They set the pick. There's the triple. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics.
And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
And over the last 10 games, they have done a great job at getting the shots they want and shooting a high percentage.
Warriors trail by 11. And here's Melton. He has yet to score. Moody the pass to Melton. 5 on the clock. Here's Kuminga. A three-pointer is right on target.
Kuminga was waiting on that one. He was ready to fire.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. And it's sent back by Horford. Pass to Melton. There's 1:38 left in the third. Here's Moody. Lets the three fly. And the call will be against Al Horford. And that'll be his third foul so far. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston.
Now into the lineup for Boston, number 7.
Celtics leading by 8. Pass to Simon. And Moody pulls it down. The Warriors shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. And Kuminga throws it down.
Man, it's like he's jumping off a trampoline. Kuminga that time going high for the jam.
Here's Minot. Here's Boucher. Nothing on the board. Driving in. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kuminga. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at Boston. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Celtics, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
Three-pointers, Simon.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
Podziemski finds Moody. Now Podziemski. Howard it down with both hands.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
Now, here's Simons. He's got 12. From the arc. No good. And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Minot in at the 4-man position. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Pajemski. Outside, Kuminga. Off target from outside. Boston leading by 6. Brown outside. Now Hauser. Simons surveying the D. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Hauser misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Moody the pass to Butler. Pajemski with it. Kuminga down low. Working on Boucher. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Kuminga. Outside, Simon. Left side, Brown. Back to Simons. Shoots over Pajemski. And it's Simons missing.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Great open look there.
No, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Outside, Brown. Yes, and the foul. It goes on Moses Moody.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
Well, they've really been aggressive in the painted area. When that ball goes inside, they are attacking.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Right side, Horford. Outside, Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Horford sets a screen for Butler. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's stolen. And here's the break. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And the 3 ball is good. Curry's got 50 points.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Outside, Simons. Pass to Brown. Here's the 3. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Curry passes to Moody. Now here's Curry, covered by Simons. Good, another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
Outside Curry. Shoots over Simons. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just one in the basket from Stephen Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Bounce pass, Simons. Brown inside. He's defended by Pajemski. Brown with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Butler, a screen on Simons. Pajemski finds Butler. Outside Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. And again for three.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Boucher's shot is off.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Simons against Curry. Shoots over Simons. And the Warriors tack on two more.
And memo to the rest of the team, continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the fourth.
House with a pass to Brown. And here is Simons. Here's Keita. Just 4 to shoot. There's Brown with the three. That shot is off. The Warriors leading. Now Pajemski. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
Brown has contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
And the only thing that can slow down this three-point onslaught, maybe a break and play.
Well, this crowd can do nothing but watch in awe, GA. He has been spectacular.
Well, he has been locked in from deep all night. What a memorable game for him and for us.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. A two-point game. Down low. The rebound by Keita. Keita's got 11 rebounds in the game. Brown outside. Pass to Keita. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Keita's got the game tied up here for Boston.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now Pajemski. And again, no good by Golden State. Brown outside. And Brown throws it down.
Oh, what a move right there by Brown. Proving he can burn you with his handle.
The Warriors have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Pass to Curry. And they get it. The rebound by Kata. Kata's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Brown with it. Butler covering. Here's Kata. Here's White. He's defended by Podziemski. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Warriors with some changes. Richards is checked in. And Hield subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. Back to Curry. Takes the three. And Boston with the rebound. Walsh has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Brown. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Third team foul. At the line with one shot. Namias Kata.
And that one misses. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question. Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Richard with the ball. The basket and the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line, Peyton Pritchard. At the line, shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Here's Curry. Green inside. He's covered by Pritchard. And the shot goes in.
Well, Draymond is always looking for the best option out there, and that time he found it.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
There's Densky. Your Densky.
Here's Walsh. Now White. Here's Kata, guarded by Green. Off the glass.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Butler with the bucket down low.
And when the game is tight, Jimmy Butler finds a way.
Here's Walsh. And here's Brown. Lets loose a three. Butler with the rebound.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Good! Some old school moves in the post.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
Brown with it. Butler covering. Brown against Butler. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pritchard against Curry. Outside heel. And the three misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brown on the move. Here's Pritchard. Jacks up a three. It's off. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by one. Curry. Oh, nothing phases Curry.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just pluck.
Oh, what a move! And he figures it out with the lay-in.
So many big moments for Brown in his career. No sweat there.
Brown, no good on the free throw.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Raymond Green. Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line, Wall. At the line for 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try.
Curry against Pritchard.
Well, that is a tough cover down there, and Curry relishes any opportunity he gets to go to the foul line.
First one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for Curry.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And he banks the layup in.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a three here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Now Hield.
At the line for the Warriors, Buddy Hield taking 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Both free throws good from Hield. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
At the line for 2, Peyton Pritchard.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big time conversion there. Puts them up 3.
Green missed on the 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
First personal foul. At the line, Peyton Pritchard. At the line for 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for them. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
So we see Boston get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
So let's go courtside, where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.